What's going on YouTube? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update today of Litecoin. Right now we're sitting at $35.17. We're up 16%. I want to kind of piggyback off the Bitcoin video that I did yesterday when I was talking about the high volume Climax dump and how typically after we get those dumps, you'll see the buyers step in. It's the changing of basically the weak hands or the people who were stuck in those positions freaking out because of the Climax dump and dropping their coins when they're 29% down. And that's when the smart investors come in, they scoop them up, and you're seeing that reaction bounce right now. So we're up about 16%. Guys, this is about the heaviest volume, if you take a look here, that we've seen in quite a long time. I mean, even going back all the way to when Litecoin got almost up to $400 there, you can see some of this individual sticks of volume are not even as high as what we had over here. And what that is a mixture of that Climax dump as well as now buyers stepping in trying to get their Litecoin as cheap as possible. And guys, this is the things that I like to look at. This is why I love technical analysis, because volume is going to tell you so much. As you continue to look back here, each time you have Climax volume, just like up here, it can mark tops and bottoms for you. So this may be the bottom for Litecoin, but what you have to do is be very careful. Like for me, I jumped in a position yesterday. I'm still in my position right now, and I'm watching it because the market could roll over at any point. It's up 16%. That's about the bounce I was expecting, 16 to 20%. And then a lot of times after the day's over, you can have another dump down, and that's what we're going to have to watch for. So if you are in positions and you just bought into a position, just be very protective of that position. But overall, if you did get these at $35 for a longer term hold, if you're trying to ride potentially the next trend, that's not a terrible spot to be at right now, just due to the fact that it's coming on that Climax volume as well. And what you can see, guys, what we don't want to drop down through is this $22 right down in here. That was our low. After we got pushed down from almost $400, we went down to $22, and that's why I trade this market. I like to short term trade it. I like to swing trade it. I think hodling in this market is very difficult because it's so speculative, and we have things like this. You don't want to be in a position and have it go down 30% in a day, or just get chewed apart when you're riding a position. And some people were in all the way up to almost $400 in Litecoin. They decided to continue to keep holding, and they watched something go from $400, basically almost $400, all the way down to $22, guys. And in my opinion, in this space, protecting your capital is the number one thing, and that's why I like to trade it. But we do not want to drop down below that 22, because if we drop down below that, you can see over here, there's not a ton of support. This basically went straight up. We were almost at $4, and then it just made an incredible move all the way up to about $37, and that happened in a short period of time when that took place. So yeah, there's some little areas that maybe we find some support off of, but overall we do not want to lose that $22. Next, what I want to do, I just want to point out that volume with you here. I want to zoom in, and we're going to take a look at the candles. And also, guys, if you get some from this video, like, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that notification bell. Like I said, I want to be here to help save people money, maybe think about things a little bit differently in this space, so you're not just stuck always hodling. If you learn this stuff, it's going to be really beneficial to you. So that's definitely something that you want to pay attention to. And I also want to point out down low, I've had a few people say, hey, why don't you put your Litecoin address or Bitcoin address, and we'll help you out, because you've helped me out before. So guys, I will put that in the description box. If you ever feel led to help me out, I appreciate it. But guys, overall, I'm just glad that you're here with me and we're in this crypto space together. That's one of the main things. I started this channel because I wanted to share my journey in this space. I'm learning all this over the last 3 years, trying to be self-taught in it, just learning as much as I can. I want to take as many people as I can with me, because I've felt those hopeless times of when you're just holding and your coin's just getting crushed, when you could have sold out and then bought that coin back much cheaper, and you could have gained another 50% of them. And that's what I'm looking for in this space. So what you see right down in here, we ended up getting as low as $25 here. But you can see the heavy volume. One moment, guys. Sorry about that. So what you can see is the heavy volume that got pushed down right here. We can see it yesterday, and then here's the buyers stepping back in. So what we need to look for is, in my opinion, at least about half of this yesterday's candle penetration, a nice close up into this area. I'd like to see us close up above $36.48 today. That's about what I'd be looking for. We have to realize our RSI now on the one-day chart is still only at 27. So even with this bounce at around 17% right now, we still are in oversold conditions on the RSI on the one day. That's how extreme this dump was. Now, if we get into the 4-hour time frame, what you're seeing here is a lot of wicks, and this is where I'm just a little bit more concerned in terms of this move here. We got nice volume that originally came in here. I want to see continued volume moving up here, even a little bit more than what we're having right now. That's what I want to look at, and you can see how we came up when we tested this 20 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. We tested it, we wicked up to it, and then we got pushed back down. So it's going to be important for us to start breaking up above these areas. That 36.78 is very important, and then to the downside, I don't want to see us drop below about 29.79, and that's off the real bodies here. But you know, traditionally when you do get this type of volume, maybe this is the area where we do get that nice reaction that we were talking about, reaction up. We close up above that 36.78 today, which would be nice, and then we can try to make that next move to the upside and start trying to gain back some ground. But overall, what you have to realize is that you are in a down market right now. So just like the position I'm in, I'm playing a reaction. So I'm holding for as long as I feel comfortable until I'm most likely going to sell out at some point, guys, and then look for my next trade. And that's what I'm about, because this market is so volatile. You know, it's frightening sometimes, you know, to go to bed for long, you know, go to bed and you wake up and the market's down 20%. So for me, that's why I like to, you know, get in and out of positions or put in stop losses, because things can change so fast in this space and you really have to protect that capital or you can't be in the game. I guess that's the best way that I could say it. So always protect yourself, especially overnight. That's when we do get a lot of dumps. So always be prepared about that. But in terms of the 4-hour here, you can see we're moving up. We're going to try to get up above 35.45, then be around that 36.78. And then in on the 1-hour time frame, what you can see here is a little bit almost of an inverse head and shoulders pattern right down in here. So here's your left shoulder, here's your head. Got a little bit maybe up into here will be our right shoulder. We had a little bit of a chop back and forth in here, but maybe that's the spot where we can make a nice little move and come back up here and try to get over top of that 50 moving average on the 1-hour time frame. And that's going to be around that $38.20 there. But you can kind of see how the volume pattern worked. Here's your left shoulder. Here's your head, heavier volume, and then we're looking at more of the right shoulder in here. So we're going to have to see if this is going to be where we drop down or if we're going to pop up here fairly soon, break that neckline, and get moving to the upside. So, guys, that's what I'm telling you right now. Just be careful. Litecoin's at $35 right now. We did get as low as around that $25, so things are getting crazy. But just be prepared, stay calm. It's one of the main things that I can tell you. And sometimes not being in a position and sitting back is one of the best things to do. So let me know, guys, if you know, this trading helps you, if you've gotten something from this, if you've learned something from it. Let me know down low. I appreciate hearing from everyone. God bless you all. Take care.